From city lights to savanna skies, our African adventure begins. This was a trip we had dreamt of since childhood. You know those David Attenborough's documentaries where nature unfolds like a movie? We grew up on those, and finally we are about to live it. We began our adventure at London Heathrow, boarding a flight that would take us across continents to the beating heart of wildlife. But first, a layover, a long one. Our stopover at Ahmad International Airport in Qatar wasn't just a pause. It was a mini adventure in itself. Nearly 7 hours to explore what is often called one of the world's finest airports. We began at the Orchard, a stunning indoor garden glowing under the soft evening light. Real plants, towering trees. It felt like we had already stepped into a tropical forest. And the best part, it's free to visit. Then came the food court. It's hard to miss Gordon Ramsay's street pizza, and yes, there's even a Oreo cafe. Before heading to the lounge, we had to check out the famous airport art, the giant teddy bear with a lamp on its head, even cooler in person. We also wandered past the duty-free supercars display. With a few hours left, we made our way to Al Maha Lounge. Dinner was included, and we even had our own sleeping pod to stretch out and catch a quick nap before the next leg of our journey. Then, the moment we waited for. After a 5-hour overnight flight, we touched down in Nairobi, Kenya. Our tour operator was right there to greet us, and after a quick briefing, we hit the road, heading straight to Lake Nakuru National Park. Breakfast break, we stopped at Pizza Inn, which is like Kenya's version of Domino's or Pizza Hut. Quick, cheesy, and exactly what we needed after a long journey. Soon after, we took a break at the Great Rift Valley viewpoint. And honestly, the view is something else. Mountains, cliffs, and the kind of landscape that just stops you in your tracks. After 3 hours of driving, we reached our lodge inside the Lake Nakuru National Park. Yes, inside the park. We quickly checked into our stay and then grabbed our lunch and then refreshed before we started off with our first game drive. Hearts pounding with excitement and cameras ready, unsure of what the wild had in store for us. And what a welcome it was. Almost immediately, we spotted a herd of buffaloes grazing calmly across the open grasslands, their horns gleaming under the afternoon sun. made our way towards the Lake Nakuru, and the scene around it was absolutely magical. Hundreds of birds fluttered across the water's edge. It felt like the land had its own heartbeat, alive, colorful, and full of life. Then came a moment we'll never forget. A group of white rhinos in a distance, a rare and a powerful sight even here in the wild. Just when we thought things couldn't get better, a family of hyenas appeared near a rocky outcrop. We then came across a group of zebras, and also at a distance we sighted a black rhino. During a game drive, our guide also stopped by this waterfall where we got down and explored for a bit. But still, one thought lingered. Would we see a big cat on our first game drive? We began to lose hope when suddenly our guide slowed the jeep and pointed silently to the right, and there he was, a majestic male lion resting barely a few feet away from our vehicle, completely relaxed, eyes half closed, as if he ruled this land and we were merely passing through. In just one drive, we had already seen the three of Africa's big five, and so much more than we ever expected. As the sun dipped low, melting into the golden plains of Lake Nakuru, we drove back to our lodge. The rhythm of Maasai dancers by the fireside lit up the night with joy and tradition. Dinner was a lively affair, a rich buffet accompanied by a live local music. And with that, our first day in Kenya came to an end. A good night's sleep awaited deep in the heart of the wild. This was just the beginning.